Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first episode of the long-awaited series, Minecraft OP Realm, or just OP Realm, as I said in the last video. Probably the last video. I'm not really sure if I'm going to put out another video in between this video and the update video. The last update video that I made about this series. I basically went over the whole world, pretty much. Everything that's changed in our lovely cheating atmosphere here. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun. The time is upon us. It is time to finally expand to the Nether. Currently it is day 216, so we're probably going to be expanding a little late for your average Minecraft world. In the Birchlands, we literally went to the Nether, well, it was like the third episode, but that's because in the Birchlands you gotta get to the Nether, quickly. Like, you're not supposed to get it. It's more of like an early game thing. But yeah, so that's another series you should go check out. It's a little older. I started at the end of July. We've got a little bit of history there. That world actually only has, I think, like 125-ish days on it. Could be wrong, could be more. But yeah, this world actually passed that world very fast in terms of days. We have 216 days. And soon it's going to be 217 when the sun eventually comes up. This is Zone 2 we're in right now. It's the super flat survival zone. And as you can see, the mobs are kind of camping down there. There you go, you can see that a lot better now. They're all camping down there. The spawn rates here are ridiculously high. Not because, like, well, it is hard difficulty, but because they have nowhere else to spawn, basically. There are no caves below us. They'll spawn anywhere we get, so we're basically like walking on a mob farm almost, like a mob grinder, because all the spawns are concentrated to the surface. Because if you played Minecraft before, you'll probably know that mobs can't just randomly spawn inside blocks that aren't air. Or really any solid block, I guess. But anyways, enough about this zone. We're going to go create a third one. So the first thing we're probably going to want to do is we're probably going to want to ditch all this stuff too, because I don't want to like have this all getting in the way. Because we're going to be in creative. Should I get rid of the armor too? I don't think that'll get in my way too much, but why the heck not? I mean, come on, it's a nice skin. I know you like it. But, alright, next order of business is we're going to want to run an execute command. So we're going to do execute in Minecraft the Nether, run TP at P, or at S, either will work. Tilde, 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 I think that's what the symbol is called, maybe. Alright, and then, boom, we should head straight to the Nether once, yep, it's going to lag a little bit, we're going to drop a lot of frames, but yeah. Welcome to the Nether. I changed the world generation a little bit here. It's definitely a lot more open. It goes all the way up to Y256, so very nice. We're gonna do a lot of interesting things here. But we gotta set up like a base here, basically, if we want to begin a new zone. I seem to be getting alright frames, actually. Our frame rate is 129, not bad. Definitely not like an Epic Gamer PC I have, but it can run things, don't worry. It looks like we have a bastion right over here. That'll be noteworthy. But basically how this works is we have like the normal Nether here towards the bottom, but as you go up there's like that massive air pocket, pretty much. I guess that's the term I could come up with, guys, bear with me. Basically I want to say like it gets more dense as you go down, but I don't really think that's the case at all, actually. I really like how I did the generation though here. It's a lot more open, and don't worry, I still have a dimension that's basically the base Nether, so I haven't completely wiped out the Nether. What I don't like about this dimension, though, is how it refuses to generate, like, all the ground cover blocks up here. Except for these, for some reason, but, yeah. Oh, well. It's pretty nice. It's very nice looking. I love it. This data pack isn't open source, but, there's another data pack called Survival Plains 2 that I've released. And that one is, and you can get a Nether in that data pack. It's very, very similar to this one. I literally took the noise settings from that one and brought them in here. But yeah, it looks like we have a very, very nice Nether here. This right here is not your average warped forest. This is a custom biome I made. Warped Forest Edge. Basically a warped forest minus the mushrooms. But yeah, I wanted to make it like a plains biome almost. I think it looks pretty swell. Zombified Piglin, you look like you're doing great. We gotta find a place to put this base. I do not want it in like the negative X and Z quadrant of the world though. You know what I'm saying? I want both of those to be positive. I think it would just be a lot easier when we're making like the teleporter here, just a lot less of a hassle really. So we'll just fly a little bit in this direction in spectator, Look at all this terrain here. I really like it. We still have the lava pockets though. But as you can see, it's very dense in some areas, but in other areas it's not. And we also have these other caves down here. If I break this, will it all like give away? No, it won't. Good. Alright, we can place that back. We do love preserving the beauty of our custom terrain here. Looks like we got another fortress right there. I think a good place to place the base would be right down here, I believe. This area. We need to find like a wall though, that we can plunk the entrance to this place in. I'm going to give myself a structure block, so give at... That's not how you do it. Give at S structure block. And now, you are about to witness the magic I have made with like a million different structures. This is actually how I put together like all the different structures, like the strongholds, the custom cities. And also, speaking of that, I'm also going to be writing out a full documentation on just about everything you need to know. So in case you're new to the series, I will probably link it. It'll probably be linked down in the description of this video, actually, in hopefully the near future if I can complete it. I want to get everything in there. I want to say everything I need to say. It's going to be in the form of a Google Doc, not like a video, because I don't want to have to update the video every 2 seconds. I think that would be a hassle and just like would take over like all of my life. Yeah, so it looks like we have like a pretty dense area right here. I do like the terrain here. Again, I really love it, but I do want to find like a good place to place this base at. Just want like a perfect place. I don't want it near any structures, not any naturally generated ones at least. So we got a soul sand valley here. Oh yeah, also we have custom particles in the soul sand valley. I thought it would be cool to add these the soul particle to it. Let me know what you think. Anyways, right over here, what the heck happened here? Yeah, looks like we got a chunk error. Multiple chunk errors, actually. That's a little weird, but it's not like it's breaking the world or anything, so whatever. That does happen, because technically these features aren't officially in the game. So yeah, you just gotta bear with it, I guess. You just gotta... It's inevitable, actually, that you're probably gonna get a chunk error at some point. Still want to find the perfect location. I'm wasting too much time admiring the terrain. Alright, where do we want to do this? Alright, I think we might have a winner. This does not appear to be yet. It's towards the bottom of the world, but I think we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. And heck, we might even be able to, like, place the actual base, the entrance to the base on the surface. How cool would that be? Actually, let's try doing that. So if we do -1 here, that's how we're going to be loading in most of these structures here. If we do strongholds /HQ/entrance, this will basically create the entrance for our base. I actually have this type of base saved as a stronghold because you'll see why in a couple minutes, but if we click load, it'll load in this region if you're new to structure blocking. Yeah, hopefully. I should probably move it actually. Let's do a couple in that direction. And now it's off the edge. Hold on a second. Alright, I think that's as good as it's gonna get right there. I don't want to like make it look weird against this terrain right here, but we'll just terraform that and terraform that. Alright. We load this bad boy in, and it tries to load another structure, basically. This will basically be the border for our new base here. We're going to go here and click load here, and as you can see, it just automatically created the entrance for us. And yeah, you can now really see why it's a stronghold. Basically, it's a stronghold that's also my base. We're going to mark it up as my base, like in the whole teleport thing. I don't think I actually showed that. Not too much, at least, so I'll probably show that off. Later in the video, because we're definitely going to be linking this up to places. So if we do -1 here, we're going to do... That is a video that I was promoting the last video earlier, but that's the URL for my update video right there, I guess. So if we do strongholds /HQ, and then I'm going to do /, and then I'm going to copy this, because we're going to be doing this a whole lot in our structure blocks. If we do hallway segment, and we don't want it loading in here, so we're going to do 180. It'll load right in this direction, and we can add on to this place. But basically, our first order of business here with creating this is I want to create the teleport area. So stronghold /HQ. If we do rooms /well, I believe I do. No, we do not. Okay, rooms /templates /3 × 2 × 3 should load in just like that, and we do 4 on the X direction. You always want to make sure you load these structures in exactly where you need them, because if you don't do that, then you'll create, there's no undo button, so yeah, you'll have fun destroying all that if you've ever felt up to that. Yeah, just be careful when working with structure blocks in general, actually. Alright, it's really coming along. Now, on either side here, we're going to have, like, a teleport station. So, what we're going to do, we're going to do 2 more hallway segments. And then, off of these 2 hallway segments we've created, we're going to do 2 teleporter rooms. Or tele-stations, as I have them saved. As you can see, it's a pretty big structure. Bigger than I thought, actually. We might not actually need 2 of them. Anyways, we'll load that bad boy in, and as you can see, we have like 1,000,000 teleports. Alright, never mind, we do not need 2 of them. That is plenty. Basically, what this base is going to do, it's going to have all our necessities. So, we're going to have a food source, which will be room/farming. I believe that should be the correct orientation. I'm going to flip into spectator just to be... Okay, it did not even load. I guess there is no farming room. But, no worries. We can, like, turn this into, like, a normal stronghold and then do a farming room from there. But for now, we can just do room/3 × 2 × 3. And then... Oh, we gotta do templates, too. We got another room here, and we're slowly, like, putting together all the different rooms here. This will be our teleport station. And, I will put it close to the exit here, or the entrance, because... You never know, I kind of have a tendency to, like, want to teleport to places literally just so, we can explore the terrain, really, and expand. So that's kind of probably what we're going to be doing here. We have a very flat area. Maybe I should have loaded that over here. Interesting terrain. What the heck is that? Is that? Oh, it's another bastion. It looked like an ancient city, but that's impossible in this version. We're in 1.17. Alright, so I loaded in a couple more structures. This is what we have right over here. We have 1 storage room, another storage room, and over here I actually converted it over to a stone brick stronghold. And that's actually the very first one I ever created, so... Yeah, it looks a lot like your normal Minecraft stronghold, but... Strongholds can't really generate in the Nether now, can they? So that's kind of how you know it's fake. Even if, like, you're completely new to the game, I guess. Now, typing this over and over again is useless, so instead we're just gonna do stronghold/stone brick, and then copy that. And this, I know for a fact, has a farming room. Yeah, it does. It's pretty big. So big, in fact, it's going to be visible to the surface, so we don't want that at all. So I'm going to break this again. We're going to do something else. Alright, so here we have a little jukebox for all of our jukebox using needs, I guess. Feel like we need to be musical. We got this now. We're going to have to go out and find the disc. Now from here, we're going to do a staircase downward, so we're going to type stairs down and then make sure you put it at -5 too, because I've put it at just -1 and it looks hideous. It doesn't load right. So stairs down. And there we go. Now let's see if we can load a farm room here without actually like disrupting the terrain outside. I don't want it poking out. Alright, so getting it into position. It collides with that. Okay, that's not good. Good thing I didn't load it. Because if so, that would not be nice. And now, in theory, yeah, this looks like plenty of room to load in a couple farming rooms, so that's exactly what we'll do here. This will sort of be like a farming wing, almost. And this actually does still work, because the water actually, since we loaded in the water, it doesn't know to, like, dry up. So yeah, that's cool. We're gonna be, doing some crazy things, but once we suck up the water, like, with a bucket, we're not gonna be able to place it back, though, unless we use a command. Also, we got lava dripping in here. That's not good. But thank goodness this is Minecraft, and not real life. Because we'd be toast if that lava came right in. Anyways, let's do a couple more of these farm rooms. Alright, so I did a couple more farm rooms. As you can see, we have 4 here. That'll produce us a pretty decent amount of crops. I didn't notice this bastion here, though, until, like, I got really up close. These things are dark, but I don't think we actually touched it, really. We're, like, right underneath it. Yeah, so I don't think that'll interfere too much. It also goes into Soul Sand Valley. Yeah, it's right here. It crosses into a Soul Sand Valley. It's so cool when, like, you have a structure that's underground and it crosses into other biomes. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. It just satisfies me a whole lot. Also, I'm very surprised nothing has tried to spawn under here. Has anything tried to spawn over here? It doesn't look like it. Maybe it's because of the light. I know it looks like there's no light sources here, but we have light blocks in here. Yeah, I guess that's why. So yeah, it crosses into a Soul Sand Valley, but there is still one more thing we need to do. We have the storage area up here. We need a smelting area and a brewing area. And what we're gonna do is I think we're just gonna branch the brewing area, like, right off of here. I think we'll only need 1 room, so we'll just do a hallway segment here. And there we go. We have this right here. This is what it looks like in Spectator. But we have this, basically. This is useless right now. We don't actually have any brewing ingredients, but soon, hopefully soon, I'll be able to be brewing like loads and loads of potions in here. These barrels are for storing the ingredients and the potions, and we have this so we can quickly get water bottles. And if you have like a survival world, I would strongly recommend you just use a normal water source, like instead of a cauldron, because you can get as much water as you like from that, at least in bottles. Even like 1 block of water will do there, but there we go. There's our little brewing area. Now over here off of this room, we're gonna branch out and do our smelting wing. Also, I remember the well room from earlier isn't called a well room, it's called a fountain room. So this should load in just fine. You're about to see just how much we can really just break Minecraft logic just by doing this. Yeah, boom, we have water in the nether, but we gotta make sure we don't tamper with this, because there's no getting it back, I don't think, without a command, and then we're gonna have to like update the block so it flows properly. But yeah, there we go, folks. We'll do a hallway segment right here, and then in here we'll do rooms/smelting. And then after loading that in, it'll give us a room with quite a lot of blast furnaces, and a couple furnaces too, plus an ender chest, because why not? I've actually been replacing the ender chest lately with like a barrel or something just to store like additional fuel. Right here we'll do the same thing. And there we go. So we have two, you can't see it, we have 2 smelting rooms. It's pretty nice. More than enough, I'll say. So that's basically our smelting wing, and I believe we're just about done actually. This might be all we need. Done with the actual creation of the stronghold, or the base. It's like identical to a stronghold. You really can't blame me there. It's completely invisible from the surface, unless like you remove the lava here, then it's very visible, but yeah, mostly invisible, except for over here, but we need it to be visible over here. Originally I was gonna like do this, like load a hallway, or a hallway segment into like a wall, kind of like this right here, and that'll be the entrance, but there we go, we found a flatter area, and we were able to put like an actual building. And by the way, before you ask, yes, I agree, this does look hideous right here. It looks like our nether tower in the Birchlands. Like, same idea. I'm definitely going to be replacing that in the near future. Maybe even in this video if we have time, but I don't really think so. Anyways, let's go down here. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to stand like right here-ish. We want to get to the center of the block. We're going to hold control and tap, or not control, F3 and tap C. Copy the location to the clipboard. Now what we can do, so we have that. That'll basically be a command that'll bring us right here. So if we do function and then zone/1, go right on in here, and boom, we're in zone 1 again. Gee. Now, we can actually head over to our teleport building. We're going to break part of the floor here, get that command block. We're going to take that, place it down, and paste the command right on in there. We're going to make some edits to it. We're going to just shorten these down. We're going to remove these decimal numbers. There we go. And as you can see, it will execute in the nether, but it won't actually work like this. We got to do as at P in the nether. It won't work as at S because then it'll think the command block is the executing entity for some reason, and they'll just throw an error. And then, I cannot remember like which way to face it, but there's a way you can set, like, which way you face with the teleport command. I use it for just about every single teleport in the world. Actually, every single teleport in the world. This one, when teleporting here, you face this way, towards the door. I really think that's cool. We're going to place that block down. Then we're going to label this OT6428 base 3-1, because in Zone 3, it's the first base we created there. So, there you go. That's the naming system, I guess. Now, the next thing we gotta do is we gotta find a way to get here from there. And what we're gonna do is we're going to take this. That was OT6428 base 1-1. So here it is right here. We're gonna break this block. We'll look over at the command block, hold F3 and tap I. That'll copy the server-side block data to our clipboard. And basically that contains the command to come like back here, basically. And we're gonna use that right over here. We gotta face the positive X direction. I'll try to remember that. Yeah, as you can see, we have this very long command here. I'm gonna delete most of this. Alright, so in there, we have this command right here that I backspaced. We don't need to change it other than that, because that should actually work. So, we're gonna label this one OT6428 base 1-1. And there we go. Positive X we gotta face in. But as you can see, it brings us right here. That means we have that side done. We can go here, facing 233, because we're going positive X, so that's a position in the positive X direction. 26, 274. And boom, there we go. Now, in theory, yeah, it works. Alright, very, very nice. But I would like to link this up to a couple other locations. Oh, fortunately, we don't have to go through that whole process again. We can just go to this place again. We can go to the first base. Hold control and tap I, and now we have that command block's data on our clipboard. So, yeah, I will scout out some locations. Probably gonna do some other bases, maybe a stronghold or two. Alright, so after using that technique a couple more times, we're going to the second base of mine that's in the super flat, so zone 2, and custom stronghold 3-1. That is not correct. Custom stronghold 1-3. We do not have an official stronghold here yet. Because, as I said earlier, this doesn't count. This is the base. But, yeah, I'll probably place a stronghold here, or a custom city, or both here very soon. I know I definitely want to throw up some cities here on the nether ceiling. You're not going to be able to access them from down here, which, I guess, good thing. We have teleportation technology, but, yeah, that just about wraps it up for this first episode. I'd like to thank you so much for being so patient. I announced this series, like, over a year ago. I think it could be 2 years, actually. But, anyways, the main idea is it's been a long time. I'd like to thank you so much. I love you all to death. And with that, I will see ya later in the next video, whatever that may be. Not really sure when I want to build that city or the stronghold. It'll probably be the city, because, like, why not? Or maybe multiple cities, but anyways, yeah. See ya!